2 points to slope intercept form. And this would be an example of how the problem would be written. I gave you some of these for homework, but it was here are 2 points, write the slope intercept form. This is how the directions would really be written. It would say write the slope intercept form of the equation of the line that passes through the 2 given points. So you have a couple of points and you need to find the slope intercept form. But to do that we need the slope and we need the y-intercept, and right now we have neither. So the first thing we can do is find the slope. So we're going to use the slope formula, which I have all the formulas written over here for us. You'll have those in your notes. So we're going to do that first. I like to make sure I note what each of these are before I get started. So x1, y1, x2, y2. And then I write out my slope formula. So that's m equals -5 minus -8 over 9 minus 5. I'm going to fix these double negatives first. -5 plus 8 is 3. And 9 minus 5 is 4, so that means my slope is 3/4. So right now I have slope, but I don't have my y-intercept, and I can't just guess what it is. But I do have 2 points and a slope, so that would allow me to start in point slope form, which is what I have to do because I don't have the intercept. So what I'm going to do is write the point slope form of my equation, and then I'm going to rewrite it into slope intercept. So let's start with point slope form. I'm going to use the first point. It doesn't matter which point you pick, but for the sake of this video, for the sake of this exercise, I'm just going to use 5, -8. So when I write out my point slope form, it's going to be y minus my y1, which is -8, equals my slope, 3/4, times the quantity x minus my x1, which was 5. So now I have my point slope form. And from here, I can go to slope intercept. I have to do the 2 steps that we talked about in class. The first one was to distribute. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to have to distribute this 3/4. And while I'm doing that, I may as well take care of these double negatives too, because I hate them. So let's get those out of there. So now I have y plus 8 equals 3/4 times x is 3/4 x. 3/4 times -5 is 3 times -5 is -15 over 4, and that can't be reduced, so minus 15 over 4. And I'll just keep it like that for now. And then the second thing I have to do is solve for y. And to do that, you either add or subtract whatever is next to the y. So in this case, it is a positive 8, so I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. I'm running into a problem because 8 and 15/4 don't have the same denominator. So let's change that up. So I've got -15/4, and I want to subtract 8 over 1. So I'm going to have to multiply this by 4 over 4 to make that into fourths. So then I'll have -15/4 minus 32/4. -15 minus 32 is -47/4. Yikes. Alright, so right now those have canceled, and I have y equals 3/4 x minus 47/4. And you can definitely do that in a calculator, or put this in a calculator right now to find out what it is. It would be, let's see, 11 would be 44 and 3/4. So either of these answers would be fine for this. So to kind of sum it all up, when we started, we just had 2 points. So the first thing we had to do was find the slope, which is right here. And then from there, we were able to not write it in slope intercept yet. We had to write it in point slope form first. And then from point slope, which is right here, we had to go from point slope to slope intercept, and which is what the problem wanted. And that's it.